school season was always my favorite season. So hello, if you guys are new here, hello, welcome. My name is Anna and welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing a what's in my backpack today, and let's just get one thing straight. I graduated already, but it's been a while since I've gotten to that back to school spirit, so we're gonna do that today. Back to school season was always my favorite season, so this is going to be my backpack if I'm going back to school tomorrow. This is Mark Rober's backpack. I really like this backpack because I have this strap here. I just go like this. See? And so when you're walking like on the campus or you're late to class, you're like running, it's strapped. The weight of all that stuff that you're carrying, especially if you're a computer science major like me, you have your computer and then you have your chargers, your electronic devices, your notebooks, like all that stuff that's really heavy, you know? And all of that weight is not good for your back. So that's why I like the strap. It's a good backpack actually. And then inside this backpack, there's this pocket here. It's so cute. It's just like a little side pocket, but I like to keep the stuff in here that's easy to access, such as hand sanitizer, because you never know when you need it. Actually, you always need this. Ever since COVID or even before then, it's good to have. And then I also have my AirPods because I like to be walking on campus with my earphones in. I also have my keys in case like I gotta get to my house in the quicks, or like, I don't know. But if you're going to like a concert though, or a rave, I suggest you don't put your keys there because it's gonna get hijacked. So yeah, that's for this pocket here. And then on the sides of the backpack, we have two pockets, one pocket here and one pocket here. I like to keep my water bottle in here. It's good to have a water bottle because yeah, stay hydrated. The first thing that we're going to open up is this front pocket, the main pocket if you will. It's actually kind of messy. Well, life of a college student, right? Okay, first things first, I have a phone charger because in the generation where iPhones are always dying, yeah, it's good to have. This Mac charger. In the back here of the backpack, there's this sleeve. It's like this cushiony sleeve. This is the laptop case that I'm carrying. I've had this case for a really long time. In here, I got my computer. So here's my computer. It's very, very beautiful. In here, I will have my cable chargers. I also have regular earphones. I like to use wired headphones for editing because I feel like the Bluetooth, when you're connected to that, the lineup of the audio and the video doesn't match. So it's always like 0.1 second or 1 second off when I'm editing. It really irks me. So yeah, I got the wired headphones. I also have my hard drive. I love this. Thank you to my boyfriend. This is like my life. I do heavy duty editing on this hard drive. So because we're in the generation of MacBooks and USB-C, we are going to have this adapter because MacBooks only have a couple slots. After that, we've got these physical things. First things first, I have my planner. I am a huge advocate for planning on physical paper. Last year I got a mini planner and so it wasn't as satisfying writing things down. Now that I have a bigger one for this year, I enjoy it a lot. We also have a notebook. I like to have a notebook for every class that I'm in unless I'm taking digital notes on my computer. I got this notebook at Walgreens. It's a little beat up, but I still got lots of pages left, okay? We also have this folder. Every class that I'm in, I like to have a designated notebook and a designated folder only because it's more easier for me to understand what's going on in my classes. The notebook is just for like physical writing and if I need to like take notes or like paper, like scratch paper. This folder though is used to hold papers for that class. So if your professor hands out papers like loose papers or like if you get flyers in relation to the class, you could always put it in this folder. I like to have these clear sheets to hold my papers only because I like to physically see them as I'm flipping through my notes. These are the loose papers and flyers. Actually, this is my college roadmap. So I went to San Francisco State University. This is the roadmap and this is what I did to graduate. With those notebooks and those papers, we're going to have my pencil case. Fun fact, this pencil case is actually my niece's Barbie doll's case. Seriously though, it's like really good packaging because it has a zipper, it's like plastic, and it holds like a lot. I mean, look at this. I like to have all my pens. I am such a fanatic for pens. I also love highlighters. I'm a very note-taking person where I like to make things efficient and color-coded and pretty. It's important to make sure that's understandable so that when I'm reading this back in like 3 months, 3 years, 3 decades, I'm gonna understand what I took notes on. It's good to write things out. So that's enough for those big things. And now we're gonna go on to these little things, which are these bags here. These are my emergency bags. I like to separate them by what they hold. So this one is like my medicine, first aid. In here, I like to keep Tylenol, Advil, cough drops, Tums. You know, it's good to have these things. I also have gum, just in case, you never know, you know, when you take a nap and you wake up, you gotta go to class. It's good to have gum. We also have this first aid kit here. I actually got this from a job fair in San Francisco. It comes with alcohol wipes, more wipes, and band-aids. Emergency kit here. I also like to keep tissues. Emergency, because you never know when you're feeling ill or under the weather. Emergency can help boost your immune system, so it's good to have that. Hair ties, very, very essential to have. You know, when you're eating, it's, you know, you just want to get all your hair out of your face. Me too. Anyways, these are gummies from, I probably have had them in my bag for a couple years now, but just in case I'm in a pinch where I don't have food and I feel like my blood sugar is low and I feel like I'm gonna pass out, it's always good to have like some gummies, even some like candy in your bag, because you don't want to pass out. And my dad has always told me, even if you're hungry, just go to a vending machine and buy a bag of chips, because it's better to have something in your stomach than nothing at all. There's this fly on this freaking thing. Fly cam. Can you leave? I wonder if I could get a close-up. Ew. Why is it brown? So that's pretty much it for my medicine bag. Now let's move on to this mermaid bag. I call this the mermaid bag, but this is the emergency bag, okay? We've got everything in here. We've got tissues because I'm a crier. We've got a pad because I'm a girl. We've got a Sharpie in case I meet Lana Del Rey and I need her to sign something of mine. But for real though, just in case you go to a party and you don't want to lose your cup or your water bottle, this is good to have, okay? I've been to so many kids parties where they're like, oh, does anyone have a Sharpie? And I'm like, yes, I do. We've got trash bags because you never know when you need a trash bag to hold something dirty, to hold trash, to hold vomit if someone needs to vomit. Poop if I'm walking a dog randomly, I don't know. Things like that. We've got another pack of band-aids here. This is part of the emergency. In here I got these cute little band-aids. I don't know if you guys could tell. This is a unicorn. And I like to keep like 5 in here. You never know when someone needs a band. I'm like, oh, I have a band-aid here. Poop. So we got those. They kind of remind me of like those like mint tabs that you put on your tongue and it makes your breath minty. More pens because you never know when you need a pen and you never know when a pen runs out of ink. Yeah, I also have the Fenty eyeliner. You know what I'm talking about. You never know when you need an eyeliner. You get out of class and your friends are like, oh, you want to go to Eclair? And you're like, yeah, I want to go to Eclair, but I look like poo. You know, I have Fenty eyeliner, so it's good to have that. I have this perfume. I don't even know if this works anymore still. It's very pungent. Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, that smells good. It kind of smells like a fancy, sophisticated young woman. That's what it smells like to me. More hair ties. This is waterproof, so in case I go to the beach or to the pool, you know, lotion. This is probably a couple years old as well. I got this from some hotel in Las Vegas. You never know when you need lotion, and especially me, when I have dry hands, I get really, really uncomfortable, so it's good for me to have this. I also have chapstick because it also makes me uncomfortable when my lips are dry. So we got chapstick. I just dropped it. Speaking of parties, I got this here. So fun fact, this is actually for my friend's baby shower. It's so cute. It's in the shape of a little foot. So you never know when you need a bottle opener. Okay, just in addition to that party with that Sharpie, this is like the essential party kit, okay? In here I also got tweezers because you never know when you've got a splinter or someone's got a splinter and you need to get that splinter out. And last but not least, guess what it is? Just guess. It's a tape measure, okay? It's good to have one. You never know when you go to IKEA and you need to measure something, or when you're at school and you're thinking about something that you want to add into your room but you don't know the measurement of it, so you do like a mental measurement. So that's it for my mermaid bag. We've got a hat just in case I'm walking on campus and it's really hot, scorching in California. Gotta protect the scalp, you know what I mean? I've got the zipper here. In here is kind of like more emergency stuff, but not really. We've got face wipes because you never know when you need to wipe your face. Sunscreen because we're in California and it's good to have sunscreen. This is actually the one that I got for Hawaii. If you haven't seen my Hawaii video, I like this sunscreen because it's coral safe. It is really expensive though. This was $30, so maybe I'm not gonna do that again. In here I also have spoons because, oh, not to mention, so if I'm going to be at a college campus all day, I'm going to be prepared with snacks, okay? And especially because we are broke and we are hungry. So I'm gonna save money by bringing stuff from home rather than spending money on the college campus. Sometimes I'll bring a lunch with me. Most of the times I do. I would make pasta or something and a salad. I would make pasta and a salad or a sandwich because those are easy. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I love food. I would also make myself some DIY trail mix. My memory card is running out. Okay, and I also have some spoons. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you made it all the way to the end, please give me a like and hit that subscribe button because I make more videos kind of like this, but I'm still me. Okay, I gotta go because my thing's at 0 memory. So yeah, bye. Oh yeah, I also forgot. I also carry boba straw with me everywhere I go. Ready to sip some happiness.